Hi, Braden Kooiker here with Farmers Co-op Society. I am the grain marketing specialist for FCS, coming to you today on Monday, May 4th, 2020 to talk about the USDA crop progress and planting report that we saw released here at 3 o'clock. Not a ton of surprises in the report. We saw largely what we expected to see, which was that we made a lot of progress planting within the last week. Came in at 51% planted nationally for corn, which is actually ahead of what the industry expectations were. They were expecting anywhere from 44 to 47%. Beans came in at the top end of expectations at 23%. Expect both of those things to put some pressure on the markets when we open back up here again. Of note within the report, Iowa, South Dakota, Minnesota, Nebraska all well ahead of their averages for planting. Looking at corn, Iowa's at 78% planted versus an annual average of 46%. Minnesota coming in at 76% planted versus an average of 36%. And South Dakota at 38% planted with an average of 18%. So all substantially above their annual averages. And when we look to the soybean planting progress as well, Iowa actually at 46% planted this week versus an average of 9%. Minnesota at 35% planted versus an average of 10%, and South Dakota at 11% average versus 11% planted versus an average of 3%. So all running well ahead of their annual averages. We did see North Dakota and parts of the eastern corn belt struggling to make progress planting within the last week, but really not enough to cause any concern within the markets. And even in the eastern corn belt, though they made little progress, they're actually ahead of their annual averages or close to. So like I said, expect these numbers to put some pressure into the market. As far as emergence goes, we are running a little bit behind our annual average, but really not enough at this point to cause a whole lot of concern. And really wouldn't expect that to change too much the next week to 10 days. We're looking at some cooler weather coming through, but sitting really well for where we are in the year, and certainly better than the last couple years. As far as marketing options, did want to highlight the fact that FCS here has recently rolled out a new contract called a minimum price contract. Pretty simple, pretty effective contract that allows a producer to set a price floor on their crop, but allows the producer also to stay open any upside potential. Myself here in Sanborn or Matt McCord in Sioux Center would be happy to talk to you about this contract, answer any questions you might have, or any sorts of marketing questions you might have. You can reach me, like I said, in Sanborn office, or on my cell phone at 712-360-1261. Thank you.